Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alina and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this peyote stitch bracelet. We're going to use a double strand clasp. You can totally go for a 3-strand clasp or a simple one. We're going to use metallic colors, Miyuki beads. The bracelet, it's very nice. It's a very compact stitch, and it's going to take some time to finish. It's not fast stitch, but I think it's worth it. Also keep in mind you're going to need good amount of Miyuki seed beads. Also I'm going to show you how to add thread, because in peyote stitch you add thread a little bit different than other stitches, and also how to attach this lovely clasp. So let's get started. The materials are so few for this design. You're going to need a beading thread. This time I'm going to Toho 1G black color. I think it's a good option since the design is very compact. I think it's very good. You're also going to need 2 Miyuki. You need to use Miyuki for this design, 2 colors, or you can use only 1 color if you like. Today I'm using galvanized rose gold. This is the one, it's a dark bronze color, and this is bright copper plated. I like it very much. You also going to need these are size 11. You're going to need a beading needle and a double side clasp. You need clasp like this. So let's get started. So start by adding around 100 centimeter or 40 inches of thread. I'm going to use a stopping bead. It will help us. You don't have to leave a long tail, just 2-3 inches or couple of centimeters, just like this. And now, because we are doing even count peyote stitch, we're going to pick up an even number of Miyuki beads. So it should be 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. So now we're going to pick up 10. So I'm going to alternate the color. So I'm going to pick up one dark color, one light color. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is the sequence. Going to go down, and now we're going to flip our work just like this. What you're going to do now, we're going to skip one bead, go through the next bead. So all the time you're going to choose the color of the bead that's right down here. So in our case it's the light color. I'm going to pick up a light color bead. Of course, if you are going to do with only one color, you can ignore this. I'm going to skip the first Miyuki and go through the dark color on top like this. Of course the first row is always harder, but it will be very easy in no time. Then I'm going to pick up another light color bead, skip the light color, go through the dark one. All the time skip one, go through the next one. And I want to make sure, let me show you, I want to make sure the beads are sitting right next to another, just like this. They are in pairs, so you're going to have 2, 1, 2, 1. Again, one more light color bead, skip the next one, go through the dark one. Okay, let's see if it's not staying one next to another. We can always arrange it like this. I'm going to pick up my thread, just exit the needle as usual. I'm going to pick up one more light color Miyuki, skip the next one, go through this. In the end, you're going to have like 5 stick out beads. You're always going to go with this pattern. Let's try to make it tight. It's very important to arrange them now good, so you have the correct pattern, and you'll see in a minute how easy it's going to be the next row. So one more. This is our last one. Skip this, go through the last, just like this. Now when I'm going to flip my work to add another row, let's see how it's staying. You will see the first bead here, it's the dark color bead, so we're going to go with the dark color now. So pick up a dark color bead, go through the next stick out bead from here, just like this. Make sure they are tight. Pick up a dark color bead, go through the stick out bead here. It's already much more easier. Another one, go through this one, one more. It's a repetitive stitch, but it's relaxing. You don't have to think overthinking, and you can do pretty much anything else while you're doing this. The last one, just like this. So actually we had 3 rows now. I'm going to flip my work. The thread is giving me a hard time today. Okay, so now again, as you can see, this is the light color, so I'm going with the light color bead and go through the first stick out bead from here. You will always pick up the alternative color and go through the opposite color if it's easier to understand like this. Pick up a light color bead. I'm going through the next stick out bead from here, like this. Let's do one more row together. As you can see, it's so much easier to work now, but it's a time consuming stitch. It's hard to finish it in one evening, but I think it's totally worth it. There is also an even an odd number peyote stitch. I'm working on a future design. If you are interested, let me know in the comments. So now it's still a little bit wobbly, but it's better than before. Now we have the dark color bead here. I'm going to pick up a dark color, go through this Miyuki, and as you can see, you just have to fill the gap between these beads. All the time there's going to be a gap. It's pretty easy to understand where you have to wave your bead. Okay, let's finish this row together. I'm going through the next light color. Of course, there are amazing patterns with very nice images. You need to read some charts for this if you want to become a professional in peyote stitch. This is the last one. So there you have it. Now you're going to choose the light color bead and so on, and you're going to wave until you finish the whole bracelet. Now make a lot of it, and I will meet you right back to show you how to add the thread. Welcome back. In the meantime, I finish some of the length of the bracelet. I also added the clasp. I will show you in a minute how to attach the clasp, but now I want to show you how to add the thread because it's a bit different in peyote stitch. As you can see, this is my former thread. It's important to make sure the thread is exiting this side or upper, not in the middle, because the design is very compact. It's hard to make a half stitch knot in the middle. So this is the thread almost finished. I added another piece of thread on the needle, and I leave this for now because I want to remember where I have to exit with the new thread. So usually I like to go from the opposite side, from up, and wave my way until I exit the same bead like my former thread. So let's see. I will flip my work. Let's say I want to go through here. I'm just going through parallel beads like this, 2 or 3 in the same time. I'm going to pull, and I'm going to leave a little bit of tail, not very long. My thread already out of the needle. Okay. And what I like to do, I will show you now. If I go straight like this in the same path, let's say I will go through the next 2 beads like this. If you pull more, you can see it's not secure, it's moving, you see. So what I like is to go back like V shape, doesn't matter on this side or on this side. I will go 2 beads back, or 3, as you see fit. Let's see, like this. I'm going to pull. Okay. If I go V shape, when I'm pulling, nothing happens with the tail. It's super secure because the design very compact. Now what I want to do is I just want to exit this bead here. So my thread is exiting one of the beads here. I'm going through the parallel one just like this. Okay. Then I'm going like this. And make sure you're going until you exit the other side. Let's see where we are. Here. Going through this. So I like to leave the old thread where it is. I will show you now. We will wave it because you have to remember where you are with your work, because if you're coming on this side the pattern is different, so it's not a good idea. So it's easier to just leave it there until you add the new thread. Okay, like this. Let's see, almost there. If I go through this and the last one, it's good. Okay, and the last one. If I pull, you see nothing happened with this tail, it's secure. So now if I flip my work, ignore the first thread. I'm just going to add my beads, the lighter color. No, it's the dark one, like this. And keep going and continue your work. After I'm adding one row, we're going to fix the threads, the tails that we have. Just like this. Another one. Let's see here. One more. Almost there. And there you have it. Now we're going to flip our work and keep going. So now I will show you what I will do with the rest of the threads. So this is the one we added, it's the new one, and because it's secure you don't have to do anything. You're just going to cut it right very close from the base, that's all. Let's see, you don't need to make a half hitch knots or something, because the design it's going to help you just like this. And with this old one I'm going to put my needle and we're going to wave it again couple of rows back. Let's see, it's the toho, it's doing like this. We don't have this problem usually with fireline, but it's good. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. You can also use your lighter here if you feel you didn't cut it. My scissor, it's not so good. There you have it. So now let's see. My thread is exiting here. I'm just going to wave it one or two rows around like this, just to make sure it's safe and secure. But don't forget, you have to finish your thread on either one this side, here or here, on the outside of the bracelet, not in the middle. I'm just going to make some V shapes, and I will exit one of the beads on the outside. Let's see, just like this. So now it's good enough to cut it. I think I have to change my scissors. Okay, so there you have it. This is how you add thread in Peyote Stitch. So keep going and I will meet you right back to show you how to add the clasp. Welcome back. I beaded around 15 centimeter or 6 inches for the bracelet. You have to keep in mind the size of your clasp, which is regularly 1-2 inches. So for me it's enough. And I'm going to show you how to add the clasp. I already added this half here. I try to make it the stitches on the back, and it's kind of overlapping here, the bracelet on the clasp. So let me show you. So our thread is exiting one of this outside bead of the bracelet. So actually it's not specific method, it's just you have to eyeball it more. So for example, we have 2, 4, 6, 8 seed beads that's sticking out here. I will put my clasp and I will see where it's in the middle. You can totally use a 3-strand clasp for this design. So for me, I'm thinking I will leave 2 Miyuki here up and 2 down, and I will focus on the four beads in the middle. So I want to exit the third stick out bead from here. So let's see. Like this. This is the second one, and then I will go for the third one. As I told you, I like to have the stitches on the back, so I will flip my work on the back. Let's see, the clasp will be like this. So I will just go through the first loop of the clasp, and then I will go through the same bead that I just exit now. So I will go through the same bead, just like this, the opposite direction, and I'm going to pull. If I'm checking where is the second loop, it looks like I can leave one bead without attaching it and go through the next one. So I will just do this. I will wave my way until that Miyuki bead. So our thread is exiting here. I will ignore this bead. I want to exit this one, like this, and one more. You will see as you will go through. Depending on the side of your clasp. Let's see what happened here. Okay. And now I will go back through the second loop of the clasp, just like this. I'm exiting this Miyuki. I will go on the other side of the same seed bead. And I want to overlap like this, the clasp on the back side. So in front it looks very nice, and you don't see the thread. So now what you're going to do, actually, you're going to wave your way around and just reinforce it 2 or 3 times. So if I go like this, then I'm going on the same Miyuki that our clasp is hooked on, go back through the clasp again, go through the same bead, just like this. And I'm going to pull inwards, so my clasp is going to stay inside on the back side of the bracelet. Let's see here. I want to reach the third bead from up, so our thread is here, going diagonally just like this. Okay, well, it doesn't matter, I can go from the and go back through the same bead. While I do this, I make sure I'm pulling inwards like this. You can go one more time. So now when I flip it, you can see you don't see the thread here so much. So it's easy like this. So let's see the final results. We are done. This is the final look. It's looking very elegant, and the metallic colors make it look elegant but not super shiny. Of course, we use 2-color beads. You can use 3-color, only 1 color, as you like. You can see from time to time I miss the color of the bead, but it's okay. Overall it looks good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, and hopefully I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.